right now with 3 results. To be honest, I can see 3 results.
What an end game.
What is the magical bar saying, Mehmet?
When there's 20 seconds for both players, Magnus Carlsen making a big mistake, a blunder.
Oh my goodness.
He's blundering away.
Magnus is losing right now.
Oh my goodness.
Magnus is in a lost position right now. Knight to e6 is winning. Knight to b2, wow.
And Gukesh plays it. He is so accurate.
e3, knight to c4, and take the pawn on c4. And I think, take the pawn on e3, I think that might be it. h6, no, king to f4.
And look at that reaction by the world number 1 Magnus Carlsen. Gukesh also cannot believe it. He's so upset. You can see everything on Magnus Carlsen's reaction. The body language, the gesture. He is furious.
This is a game that will live in history. This is for the history books right here, ladies and gentlemen.
But, guys, to err is human. This is what we are learning. Damn,
I'm sure Magnus, Amrita Magnus has gotten super.
Oh my god, it's the biggest dwindle ever. Like all those serials on Netflix also which I have seen. I cannot believe.
Oh my god. His first,
Okay, wait a second.
his
D3
first
are right.
classical win again. And everything is winning. 97 winning, 96 winning. Oh,
I can't even.
oh my god. Look at Gukesh.
But he knows.
Boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, Gukesh.
He just.
Oh my
He
god.
can't believe.
One very,
You know.
one very heart attack आ गया भाई. Heart attack आ गया. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful.
what gesture.
Beautiful.
Magnus Sophia.
Yeah, Magnus. Guys,
You know, he
ये
understood.
moment.
The back was for himself, for him missing
नहीं,
the.
Magnus का what a video, यार. What a video.
Thank you, yaar. Thank you, bhai. Thank you.
He's fighting so incredibly well. I mean, just insane, you know, holding this position so far long against Magnus Carlsen.
Magnus blunders!
Rook takes knight.
This is over. You're up a piece.
Yeah, he's banking on the d pawn running down the board.
But the knight has to have a path back.
Finding all the right moves.
And in the end, it's going to be the b3 pawn that's going to win the game for Gukesh. The queens are going to be traded off if Gukesh has calculated this line all the way.
Oh my God.
Signs.
Magnus banged the table and the pieces fell over. Look at that devastation from the world number 1. Turnaround. Historic moment. Gukesh wins against all the odds.
Gukesh Domaraju has done it. He's got his first win against the world number 1, taking down Magnus Carlsen in his own arena. And what an end that was.
On race here. Oh, d4 96, Robert. I tail you to c5 to e4.
That's incredible. What if he just goes?
Oh, he blundered.
No, Robert. Rook e2, knight f8, d4, knight e6, d3, knight c5, d2, knight e4.
Oh my gosh! The knight catches the pawn. Oh,
And
my
go to e6.
goodness.
Don't go to d7 and allow e4. Is that it? Is that a win for the world champion, Gukesh Domaraju?
That is just determination. That's what this is.
No effing way. 10 seconds. Knight to e6. Knight b2, e3, knight c4, and king f4.
That's really nice. Yeah.
Knight b2, I think, right?
Knight b2 is really, really nice.
Gukesh is
Wow.
really, really nice.
Well, I think Magnus is nicest of all because he just handed away a full point that he seemingly had in the bag. That's just, it's just not every day you see something like this. But
Not every day.
Gukesh-
Not ever day.
Yeah, but Gukesh is not any old opponent. He's the world champion, and he is winning this game. It's over. Gukesh just beat Magnus in classical chess. Unreal.
Any words I say will spoil this moment. One of the most insane turnarounds, I'm honest here, that I have seen. We were talking within the strict framework. Will he save a miracle draw? Yeah, commentators, I saved a miracle win. And the best for last.
Or not. Okay, but this is difficult. Rook F4. He blundered! Magnus has blundered the game! What? No way! What? Knight D7, D3, Knight C5, D2, Knight E4, D1, Knight C3. Fuck! He's winning. He has to find this variation. Knight B2. Oh my god. Knight C4 check, okay? Chat, it's not over. It's not over, chat. Wait, karo. It's king F4.
It's over. King F4.
It's over. It's over. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at Nice's reaction. Bhai Sahab, Magnus was super mad. He is not happy. He is not happy. Baap re. Bhai, that was an intense reaction from Magnus.
Forking the rook and forking the pawn. And you can probably see it from the move preview. In this position, Magnus Carlsen, with 47 seconds on the clock, plays the move Knight E2 check. And the entire world gasped. When you play Knight E2 check, this is the biggest roll of the biggest pair of dice. Because if white moves the king, you just take the rook. So you know the sequence that's coming is forced. Rook E2 check and Knight F8. Keep in mind, nobody plays with the eval bar. Magnus went for this because in his mind, he calculated within 25 seconds, his pawns are going to queen before the white knight is able to do anything. But he's wrong. The pawn is running. Gukesh's knight is running backwards desperately. 3 tempi to go. D3. Knight C5. And all of a sudden, if you play D2, there is this really nasty trap of Knight E4. And when you make a queen, I fork you. So that's why Magnus goes King E3. He must have thought this position is winning. And if it's not winning, it's a draw. Because white would have to sacrifice the knight. But I think what he might have missed is the white knight runs to the outskirts of the board, which is what Gukesh spotted. And suddenly, there is no move. Any move that black makes with any of these pieces loses something. The B2 square is going to be from where you defend against the mate. So it's going to take white multiple moves to run over this way. And in that time, this king is going to get closer. Black can't move 3 pieces at the same time. Black can't move 2 pieces at the same time. Black has to make one move. He goes here. And now Gukesh goes running on his own. Gukesh goes running on his own. Pawn takes. Pawn takes. Magnus plays king D2. Knight B2. The pawn goes here. Knight C4 check. Black has to keep this pawn protected. He goes here. Gukesh plays king F4. He's going to take this pawn. He's going to stop the promotion of this one. And in this position, Magnus Carlsen slammed down his fist, extended his hand, and resigned the game. Unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable scenes. The defensive tenacity of the young world champion. Crazy. You could say Magnus, it's very easy to look at this game and be like, well, how is that even possible? It was -2, it was -3. It was never particularly clear. Right around here, black needed to find his way through this labyrinth, this twister of a chessboard. Apparently, bishop E4 here is the best move. Trying to play rook D1. If knight takes D4, if E takes D4, threatening the rook. Multiple things are hanging. Magnus was winning for a couple of moves, but the second he gave Gukesh an opportunity to get right back into this game, Gukesh found rook C2, H4, knight G5, all of these clutch moves to make things difficult for Magnus. And at the end of the day, he rolled the dice. And in this position, he needed to just play rook E8, apparently. It was maybe the final moment to keep the pressure, but Gukesh beats Magnus Carlsen. Oh my goodness.